Holly Copsey of Virtually Priceless. Each week I share our tips and tricks around productivity and my learnings from the journey of growing a business over the last 5 years. Our mission at Virtually Priceless is to give our clients truly exceptional support that enhances their business and gives them the invaluable gift of more time. And that's exactly what we want to do for you too. Today we're delving into the art of saying no, because as business leaders, too often we find ourselves juggling multiple tasks and being pulled in every direction. It's so easy to fall into the trap of saying yes to everything that comes across your desk. But in doing so, we run the risk of spreading ourselves too thin and losing sight of our true priorities. This is where the power of saying no comes in. Learning to say no isn't about being rude or unhelpful. It's about setting boundaries and protecting your time so you can focus on what matters most and what is really going to move the needle for your business. As a serial people pleaser and someone whose career has been built on helping others, this is something I've had to work really hard on over the past few years, and I've certainly not cracked it 100% of the time. One of the best resources I came across and still regularly refer others to is this fantastic book, Essentialism by Greg McKeown. Now, this book contains many important concepts around the disciplined pursuit of less, not getting less done, but getting only the right things done. And one of the key points that stood out for me was the importance of saying no to non-essential tasks. So let's dive into it. Firstly, McKeown suggests adopting the mindset of less but better. Instead of spreading yourself too thin by saying yes to every request, focus on fewer, more meaningful activities. If you're approached about a new opportunity, pause for a moment and ask yourself, does this align with my essential priorities? Will this help me to get me or my business to where I want to go? If not, then just politely decline it and move on. Secondly, McKeown promotes setting clear boundaries and communicating your priorities and limitations openly with others. For example, you might say, I appreciate the offer, but I'm currently prioritizing projects that directly contribute to our company's growth. Or, this sounds like a fantastic initiative, but we're still building our business and our small team is at capacity, so regretfully, it's not something we can get involved in right now. Thirdly, McKeown encourages the practice of graceful no's. You can absolutely still express gratitude for an opportunity while also respectfully declining. So you might say something like, thank you so much for thinking of me. Unfortunately, I'm unable to commit to this at the moment, but I wish you all the best with the project. Or, thanks so much for the opportunity to speak at your event, but regretfully, I already have a personal commitment in the diary on that date. Lastly, McKeown reminds us that saying no now often means saying yes to something much more meaningful later. By being selective about where we invest our time and energy, we create space for the activities and relationships that truly matter, and potentially a better or more relevant opportunity that appears on our radar further down the line. So, as you can see, saying no isn't about being selfish or uncooperative. It's about honouring your priorities and living in alignment with your values to cultivate a more focused, fulfilling life and ultimately getting the things done that you really want and need to do in order to achieve your goals. And if you're someone who really struggles with saying no and protecting your time, you can enlist the help of an assistant to craft and handle all those requests for you. Or you could even use a tool like ChatGPT to help you say no nicely but firmly in order to regain control of your time. I hope this has given you some food for thought, and I do highly recommend that you check out Essentialism for more insights on this topic. If you do read it or already have read it, I'd love to hear your thoughts and what other key takeaways you had, so please do comment below. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next week for episode 12.